things that automatically apply across catalogues or categories and things on that they don't need to add in a coupon code for. Newsletters, it's not something we use a lot of. We use a separate system for newsletters, but I presume it's fairly straightforward. It's newsletter subscribers is built into Magento, so as they sign up, they can sign up for the newsletter, and you can have templates, and I imagine you can send newsletters. Content management system, now this is quite good. It's depending on how your site's been set up, you can manage the static content on your page, and static content stuff that you might want to have terms and conditions, you might want to have delivery information, things like that you've got. And you've also got your 404 error page, which is the page that people find when they type in a link to a page on your site that doesn't exist. So by optimizing the 404 page, you can get some more sales because people are obviously finding things that aren't there anymore. And it's probably best to put in some kind of referrer script on the 404 so you can tell where people are coming from that find the 404, because sometimes it's very difficult to work out where people are getting those error pages from. Also static blocks. If your web developer people have set up properly, you'll be able to kind of edit your footer links and your header table and things like that in here without having to go into FTP and go into all the files. So that should be good. Poll manager is not something I've used, but I presume it's a poll. Reports. Now I use these quite a lot. I use the sales report, which is very good. You basically put in your dates that you want to, if you want to look between. So and show by date, and you refresh, and then that will pull out all your records. Now this is obviously demo store, so it's had no roles, and I would then export that to CSV and export it to Excel. Another one I use a lot is abandoned carts, to see how many people are coming to the checkout page, entering all the details and not completing their order. So you've got their email address, and we actually use an extension, I think it's a JustWares extension, to follow up with those people who abandoned their carts a day after, to say, look, you didn't complete your order. Was this a mistake? If we didn't do it, please can you come back? I don't recommend offering a discount on abandoned carts, because then people will kind of get wise and not buy until they get the abandoned cart alert. So probably be better to rely on other discount methods if that's the way you want to go. But that can be very powerful, and depending on what kind of store you've got, you might have quite a lot of abandoned carts. It's worth having a look in that report. Products, bestsellers is a good report, seeing what's best sell each month. Most viewed is also good if you're doing pay-per-click. Interesting to see which products are being viewed but maybe not bought. Customers, new accounts, now that's very key. Each month I'd look at the new accounts for each store to work out how many new customers we've got, because a business's success is very much based on their new accounts and then being able to resell to those clients. So if you know your kind of store's lifetime customer value, and you know how many new accounts you've got, you can kind of get an estimate of how much you're going to make in a year. So that's very key. Reviews, customer reviews, product reviews, we've talked about that before. Tags, it's not something we use a lot. Search terms, it's obviously the search terms people are using on the site. Now search is also something very interesting with Magento, and that's here. And what you'll find is that Magento is not brilliant, let's lock me out, is not brilliant with search. And so a lot of things, well, search is very important for sales basically, because a lot of people come onto the homepage, can't see what they want, and immediately go to the search box trying to find. So what I tend to do a lot of is kind of ordering the searches by the number of uses and looking at the results that are coming up, and then working out whether or not there's products that I want them to see if they search for that, because Magento search out of the box is pretty rubbish, and I don't think there's any good extensions out there that really help with that. So so basically on this store I would go for computer first, and I'd look at the results, see whether that was good enough. If it wasn't good enough, I would then go to the front end and create the page I wanted to through a search, and then I type and I paste in the redirect URL here, and then save this. So then every time someone typed in computer, they would go to this redirect URL that I've created. And that's specifically good if people are searching for specific products, and you might have multiple colours on store. By really tailoring what people find in the search, it's definitely worth spending time in this area each month, working out what people are searching for and giving them the better landing pages, and thinking about things, because sometimes people might search for something that might be not specific enough, like shoes for example. And let's say you sell men's shoes and women's shoes, you might want to take them to a page that says, do you want women's shoes or men's shoes? Click here for each one, and then you can be taken to, rather than taking someone on shoes to all shoes, men and women's, you might want to kind of take them to a page where they select who they are first. So you can be a bit more clever, and then you're basically leading them to the products that they're going to want, and then they're going to be more likely to buy. Okay, system. There's no, basically if you were an admin you'd have configuration bits here, but transactional emails is something that you can use. You can add new templates and then create new emails for the emails that go out when people, create a new account, create a new order, and all those different emails that Magento sends out, and they all need to be customized. Now hopefully you've had these customized by your website people, but if you haven't, then you need to create new templates for each one, and it's not so hard. You just create a new one and you select the template you want to create, a new order template for example. You'd load the template and then you change the bits you wanted. Now this is an HTML, so you might want to pop it into Dreamweaver, change what you want, and then change it back. Paste it back into here and then save it. And once you've got your new template name, then you would go into the configuration area, which you can't see here. Go into configuration and select the template you'd want to use for each email. But there's good posts on that, and post a comment if you need any more links to things, and I'll find the ones I use. So that's really just an overview of the Magento backend. I hope it's helped you at all. Any questions, please let me know. Comment on the blog, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you.